Wherever it leads us, whatever it takes, whoever is willing to pay. But money can be a fickle mistress. Sometimes it makes us choose sides. Other times, it's every man for himself. Either way, it's get rich or die trying. Soldier, you're a mercenary now. We don't fight for a cause. We fight for money.
Mercenary. A mercenary is a person who takes part in an armed conflict, who is not a national or a party to the conflict, and is motivated to take part in hostilities by the desire for private gain. And I always have cats who kind of jump on me about the way I go about making money, like I have no loyalty. You know what I mean? But in reality, all of us are being paid for our services, for our labor, for our intelligence. And there is no loyalty, like I tell you in the last podcast. I mean, it ain't no loyalty in this game, it's just money. So anyone who doesn't realize that is a goddamn fool. You know what I mean? A mule is paid in carrots or whatever food, right? For its pulling of a thing. A horse is given oats. Everything in this world, when it's in exchange for labor, has a more of a mercenary mentality. Meaning that if that horse had a mind, in which we do, so we're not a fucking horse, but if that horse had a mind, he would get up and go work or pull whatever to make even more oats. See, a lot of you cats, man, you've been taught this shit by your father, your master, you know what I mean, to believe that loyalty in this chip game is somehow rewarded in God, by God, or whoever the fuck. I mean, with all this fake ass shit that's out in the world to make you feel that you being loyal to a company, you being loyal to them is somehow part of being a good person, a good man. It's the same propaganda that's used in religion to make you feel a certain way. It has no basis in reality. It has no basis in this chip game that anyone would stay at a job for when they can make more someplace else. Anyone who believes that they're secure, anyone who believes that these people have your best interest in mind, they're a goddamn fool. So I wanted to make a podcast telling you why we think this way when it comes to money, because I don't think you guys understand the bigger picture of this shit. Every business, from the cable companies to McDonald's to every business, makes a decision that is best, that makes the most money for them. If McDonald's can find a better bun maker that gives them 1 cent off their buns, they're going for it. If McDonald's can find a better hamburger maker, meat patty maker that can give them 10 cents off a patty, they're going for it. If Walmart can find detergent for cheaper, they go for it. In other words, they maximize their profits. They maximize how much money they make. So for the average slave employee to feel that they should not be on the same chip chase as the businesses they are helping to run means you are brainwashed and ignorant. Like I said, I use the real definition for mercenary because I want you guys to see that it is a conflict, and people are only in this shit for their personal gain. That's what I'm in it for. That's what we all should be in this shit for. Our personal gain, our personal come up, the betterment of our life, our kin, our family, our friends. That's the only reason why we should be in this shit. And anyone who believes otherwise is a goddamn fool. And like I said, it's been brainwashed because they've been teaching you. Let me give you a little bit of game here. The reason why they teach you this shit is so you don't leave. Because once a man realizes that he can do for himself and do better by himself and there's other opportunities, that is your natural God-given right that you are not exercising by believing this is good. They take care of me here. You know what I mean? I'm not going to act like Freeman, because Freeman's fucking nuts, man. Whenever he talk about money, like if it's a quarter to the left, he left. You damn right. You know what I mean? I get a lot of cats who worry about being secure and worry about health insurance. Obama done took care of that shit now. Now, what other motherfucking excuse you got? So the thing I want you to know is you got to have a mercenary mentality toward this shit. You gotta have a mercenary mentality towards business. We only in this shit to make chips. We only align ourselves with certain things to make chips. We're not trying to make friends. You know what I mean? I had a cat come into the company a long time ago, and everyone in my family, I wouldn't go into business with him. Hey man, we about to blow up. If he leave, he leave. Hey, I know he only in here this shit for chips, so it don't gotta be no love. Let's make some chips. Let's make this money and get home. You know what I'm saying? I think cats forget how pure this shit really is, how simple this chip game really is. And for you to have the wrong mentality of an employee is a goddamn problem. They pay you in exchange for your labor, in exchange for your intelligence, for in exchange for doing something they physically cannot do. One man cannot build a company by himself. He needs employees. He needs slaves. Someone has to till the land for the crops to grow. For the bullshit which is management. If you cats are ever in management, you read some of these management books. The whole goal of management is trying to make sure you never ask for any motherfucking money. How can we make you happier with nothing? How can we make you work harder with nothing? What if we give you a personal day so you can dress up in your goddamn yellow Dockers? What if we can help you to make some more money? We can contribute to your favorite charity. What if we're a good company. We dumped all the oil in the Gulf, but now we help all the blind kids. I mean, do you understand that you're in this game with money? And most of us have a mentality that they taught us to think like a goddamn, I don't know, like a motherfucking Marine or something, like we're in the armed services. We're a team, we're going out. All this shit is a con. All of it. Because the man who wakes up and recognizes he can get more money is unstable. They can't build businesses with motherfuckers like me. You understand what I'm saying? They can't build them. Freeman gonna get up and shake. Freeman don't get his money, he gone. This motherfucker can't be counted on because we ain't paying him enough. I was in Philly a long time ago before I went to law school. And I was working for this company. Small company, museum or something. And it was a temp job. And I got me another job. And I was talking to the owner. He said, yeah, Freeman, it would cost too much to keep you here. And he said, I know that. You know what I mean? You bring a lot to the table. And you don't want to stay, though. I said, no, man, aren't we in this to make money? I mean, aren't you in this shit to make money? Right? So he wanted me to stay. How can I capitalize, influence? You understand what I mean? Hold hands with the motherfucker. Give him a fake fight to jump into. I'm all about these chips, partner. I ain't in this shit for nothing else. I don't give a fuck if your hot dogs taste good. I don't give a fuck about your family secrets. You know what I'm saying? I come in here to dig ditches. What's my money for the ditches, homie? If you ain't paying me my money for the ditches, I'm out this motherfucker, man. You understand what I'm saying? I fully realize what this chip game is about. Through all the lies, through all the parking spaces, through all the titles, through all this shit is a mule. And one day a mule can stand up and run its own shit if he buy enough land. But we're all mules in this shit. Some of us get better coats. Some of us get to stand next to the master. But we're all mules. We're all being used. We're all being whipped. You understand what I'm saying? And they're gonna hate a motherfucker like me for teaching you not to think that way. For teaching you that we're just joining the fight for them. And if somebody on the other side pay me more money, I'm fighting with them. And while mother, you ain't loyal. You a goddamn idiot. We in this for this money, man. We ain't in this shit for all that bullshit that make you feel good. All that shit they put on TV. All that shit he's a hard worker. He's walking in the snow. He's determined. He goddamn castaway. This motherfucker Tom Hanks held on to a package for FedEx. Lost on a goddamn island, and this motherfucker hold the package to deliver it because he's a true FedEx employee. This motherfucker's a fucking fool. Yeah, nobody's ass went crazy on the movie. I'm just letting you know, man, this shit is all over the place, partner, with the way you thinking, the way they got you thinking. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man, he been working there a long time. Man, it's a good place, and I know my job. And Freeman, I don't like to rock the boat because then I'm going to go learn a new job. And then, you know what I'm saying? I'm cool right here, man. I know what I'm doing. I feel secure. I'm happy. They know I'm a master of the bullshit. I'm the master of the left plantation, man. I can't, you know what I'm saying? I come in there, I tell motherfuckers what. All this shit is because you saying to yourself, let me translate your bitch assness to you, homie. I'm not sure of myself. I don't know if I could do that, Freeman. You know what I'm saying? How do I know those other people are gonna be nice to me like this master is? You know what I'm saying? I feel lucky to be here. They picked me off the boat during the middle passage. And now I'm just working for people. And I'm in a good spot. And look at my kids. And I go to work like everybody else. I get up and I do a 40-hour week. And I'm a hard-working man. And then I have beers with my friends. Come on, Freeman. That's what you sound like, homie. I can translate the bitch shit. You dig? I can translate the reason why you ain't out here pushing that line, homie. Why you ain't outside. Why you ain't trying. But they taught you this. And I'm going to teach you how to be a mercenary. I'm going to teach you to have no love for this shit because you got no love for you. I'm going to teach you to be as cold as an ice cube under your motherfucking pillow at night, homie. I'm going to teach you how to make sure you walk into this shit and know that you need to be about your business because business is being handled, homie. Even when you sign that employment contract, even when you go to that interview, business is being handled, partner. Money is on the table. You dig what I'm saying? We got health insurance. Who gives a fuck? Obama took care of that. We got 401k. Who gives a fuck, motherfucker? You gonna put 10 cents on my books? This shit is stupid. Oh, they got matching 401k. 10 cents on the books. All right? Just enough for your bitch ass never to really retire, homie. You gotta wait fucking till you're 65. Understand the game they running on your bitch ass, homie. Understand the game. We gonna give you money for your retirement so you gonna be here 30 years in order for you to do it. Them motherfuckers are smart. Understand that you coming in offering your labor, you're at a loss. Understand this shit. Understand that you should be always in hot pursuit of these chips. And what somebody else, the cornballs, better opportunities. Better opportunities to be what? To be a goddamn mule? Or an opportunity for you to stand up on your own too? See, I want you to understand this mercenary mentality, homie, is the one that scares the fuck out of people. When you see a black man and someone calls you uppity, he realizes himself. He's stronger than them. All this shit, any man who realizes who he is, or woman who realizes who she is a threat to the powers that be. And in this game, we talking about money. So the man who realizes he can make $20,000 while they're giving him $2,000 is a threat. Not only a threat to tell the rest of the slaves, here's how you get free, but also to be a threat to rival his motherfucking company. You understand what I'm saying? So when they come up to you and say, you haven't worked any place in a long period of time, because I'm not motherfucking stupid. You just not satisfied with nothing. No, I'm not motherfucking stupid. You know what I'm saying? My mom, she worked at the GM plant for 40 fucking years. And my dad, he pulled the double. And that mom, and that's how we made it through. And we never had a lot. Why you didn't have a lot? When a motherfucker working 40 years. You gotta understand the mentality of this shit. They taught you to be loyal. They taught you to be thankful for nothing, for scraps. For fucking barely making it. You watch TV and you say to yourself, why can't I go to fucking Brazil? Why can't I take a day off? Why can't I take care of my kids? Why can't I be home with my children? Because you got the wrong motherfucking mentality. So if you had a mercenary mentality, if you had an idea that you were about these chips and everything was about building something, because that's what a mercenary is. Don't get it twisted. In history, when they show it to you, they make it look like this motherfucker's unloyal and he'll switch sides. Man, he don't got no love between either party. He don't give a fuck. So whoever gonna put more cash in his pocket, fuck it. That's where my services are going. Do you think that's unloyal? When Walmart say, we're not going to buy Tide from this person, we're going to buy Tide from this person, you think that, Walmart should be loyal. Hell no, everybody knows it's about chips. Why can't you be about these chips? That's what a mercenary is, homie. It can look like I'm on the side of somebody for this chip game, but I'm not. It can look like I'm towing a line. That's why I don't get into no position where I'm selling other people's shit. Freeman, we would like you to go out and do sales. I don't do sales. You have a sales team, right? Yeah, why am I doing sales? Well, no, I'm not doing sales. You have a sales team, let them do it. I ain't gonna go out raising the flag for another motherfucker. I'm only in this for the chips. I'm only in this for the war. I'm only in this for the fight. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not here to raise the flag and then take pictures and shit. Nah, homie. I'm like one of your favorite TV shows. After the war is done, that motherfucker turn around and walk off into the sunset. After I got my chips right, I'm out. You know, we have a good company though. And don't you like being around people? Man, fuck these people. Fucking non-believers. Goddamn daydreamers. You know what I'm saying? You think I want to waste my time around motherfuckers who only wish that they can make shit happen? I want to be around the motherfuckers that choose to make shit happen. That's the kind of cat I am. We gonna find a way. We gonna go into debt if we got to figure this chip game out. I'ma lose, I'ma crap out, but I'ma come up. You know what I'm saying? The thing I want you to know about having the right mentality, having the mercenary mentality is, it doesn't have to manifest the way I say it on this damn microphone, homie. You don't have to be so agitated and aggressive, or what some of you bitch motherfuckers call militant. You know what I'm saying? I always want to throw some goddamn, like I'm about to overthrow the government shit into your cowardly ass thinking. You know what I mean? It don't have to be nothing like that, homie. It has to be the right mind state. You understand what I'm saying? All through the rise and grind, homie. The mentality of money. That's what I said in the beginning. You understand what I'm saying? Is to try to get you to understand, hey, here's the game laid out right in front of you. Adjust your mind, homie. Look like it, but don't believe it. You understand what I'm saying? Participate in it, but don't believe it. And when it's time to shake, be cold to the motherfuckers. Be cold, because when they fire your ass, it's cold. When they fired your mama, that was cold. When they fired your dad, that was cold. When that motherfucker was working there 30 years and they said, you gotta go, that was cold. He thought he had some motherfucking friends in this chip game. It ain't none. You might as well get your guns up, your swords up, your knife, your utility belt, homie, and go for this motherfucker. And do what we gotta do. Like I told you, homie, I came here to win. I didn't come here to participate. I didn't come here to hold hands. I didn't come here to say I'm part of this great company. I didn't come here to say I'm walking on marble floors. I'm not coming here to listen to the story of Moses. The last place I was at, you saw on the last podcast, on the previously, before the new year, I guess, you saw that I put, that I left this other place. When I went in there, these motherfuckers had an intro to who Moses was, who the motherfucker who founded the company. And they were talking like Moses came down with the 10 Commandments. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? I got nothing but brainwashed cult members around me. So when I shook on their ass, I say, hey man, if the money ain't right, I can't be here. Well, don't you think this is, you hoodwink? No, I didn't take advantage of you, motherfucker. You wanna make money. That's why we here. We ain't here because you friendly. You didn't knock on my door and say, let's be friends. See, when you make the devil realize that he's a devil, when you understand the game he's playing, motherfuckers get mad. And then try to go fall back. Oh no, we were just trying to be friendly. We were trying to give you an opportunity. They disguise all this shit behind all them fuck ass words that y'all been reading in them books and all them management techniques. Look them up, homie. Six Sigma and all this other bullshit they got motherfuckers reading, homie. To teach you how to handle the slaves, to handle the labor. That they can't handle the mercenary. So our goal is to walk in there, do what's necessary to get the job, get the contract, do what's necessary to get to that point, work the contract, work the job, find another spot, make more money. And let me help y'all young cats with this shit. Well, Freeman, I don't have, what if somebody say, I was working there and I have not a lot of stuff on my resume. Homie, skip some. The ones you only worked there for 3 months, don't put that motherfucker on there. And if you got a brother in there, ask him to be the goddamn reference. You know what I'm saying? When somebody asks, say, oh, the HR people, they were gone. You know what I mean? It was a new people, new regime. Man, just make up something. Motherfuckers don't really want to check, homie. They really want to just say you came from the last job. The mercenary mentality I'm trying to get you to understand. It don't have to be as hostile, like I said, like I'm saying it to you over this microphone this morning, homie. It just got to be the way you go about this shit. Is there a better opportunity? Are you constantly looking for more money, or did you settle? Did you say I'm in a good spot? I'm in a good thing. I don't want to ruffle the feathers. If you're not there, if we have not attained the chips we want, homie, you got to stay uncomfortable. You got to stay on the grind. You got to stay switching this game up. You got to stay trying new shit, going for new shit. But if you gonna sit there, I like it here. I like what I'm doing. I'm gonna slowly get to 1 million. You ain't, homie. Look around you, motherfucker. How many of these cats slowly got to 1 million? This chip game ain't a slow approach. This chip game is an aggressive, fast approach to getting this money, to building your empire. So the mercenary has to understand there is no loyalty, there is no love, there is no belief in this system. All the bullshit they offering, 401ks, free lunches, discount rental cars, free travel, all that shit is everything except the motherfucking money, partner. Everything. Do you understand? Everything besides the money is what they're giving you. Why? Why won't they give you the money? I went to one spot and they were like, well, we can do this for it. I said, I'd rather just have the money. Why don't you just give me the money that you were going to put towards? No, we don't do that. Why? Because if you give a motherfucker the money and the mentality that come with understanding this chip game, you turn into a mercenary. You're no longer a slave. You're no longer an employee. Because you start to think like the motherfuckers who manage and craft and build and shape shit. You think like you're going to start an empire. Next time, partner.